Hello everyone, this is Asian with Jeep and welcome to my first ever Black Ops 4 commentary. The gameplay you're watching right now is me using the ICR-7 and this is my first time that I got the nuclear medal. I know it's a little bit late but it's better than nothing. So for this video I'll be talking about myself first and then move on to other topics that I want to discuss about. It's mostly will be channel related. For those of you who just recently subscribed to me or appears to be watching this video right now, let me introduce myself. I'm Asian with Jeep, and I currently produce Black Ops 4 content, specifically Weapon Guide along with the Operator Mod Guide, which serve as a sub-series for the Black Ops 4 season for the 2018 to 2019. So far, this series is more consistent than anything that I've ever done, compared to Infinite Warfare and World War II series that I did back then. At that time, I was in college, so I didn't have a lot of time and investment to produce something as nice as what it is right now for Black Ops 4. Now that I have a job, I have more time and investment to actually produce something that is worth watching. I actually do take a look at the count of subscribers, numbers, and views. I know mine is not that spectacular when compared to other YouTubers out there who cover similar thing. But that doesn't stop me from doing videos, so I'll keep doing what I like to do. Some of you may be wondering if I get paid doing this. The answer is no. Also, some of you may have noticed that my video styles is being similar to Ahoy's, comparable to his Black Ops 2 weapon guide. Obviously, I don't want to be a carbon copy of Mr. Brown, but his video sets a high standards when it comes to weapon guide series, and it's not just for Call of Duty, it's just for any games really. And it's hard not to actually look at his videos and take some inferences, and though the challenge is how to make it even better when his is like perhaps one of the best out there, it's really hard task to actually top his quality. And nonetheless, obviously, I try to be myself as much as I could. Maybe for next Call of Duty, I may be able to change things up a little bit to actually make it more unique. Unfortunately, Ahoy no longer covers weapon guide for recent Call of Duties, and whether or not he will be coming back for MW4, which is likely going to be the next COD for 2019, is unknown. But if he comes back, I might actually do something else for my channel. If he's not, then I'll probably do weapon guides like what I'm doing for Black Ops 4. So to clear things up, it makes sense really for me to actually do weapon guide series. This is something I wanted to do for quite some time since Infinite Warfare. And really there's no such thing as a copyrighted weapon guides on YouTube, so anyone can actually do weapon guides for Black Ops 4 really. So that should answer some of the questions for those of you who might be concerned about my style. So let's talk about my Black Ops 4 weapon guide series right now. So far, I'm halfway done with the weapon guide, and the Operator Mod Guide is about 60% done. Note that this is a year-long seasonal content for my Black Ops 4 guide, which means that any last unlocked weapons, such as the Mad Dog's RFB and the SOG 9mm, would take a while for me to actually get to those. It may take up to a few weeks. And not to mention future operations means new weapons on the horizon. Will I be covering them? Of course. Will I be covering all of them? Maybe. This is because during summertime, I want to spend more time outside rather than inside. I live in Wisconsin, USA, and winter here is bad. It is long, and when it's warm out, obviously I want to be out there rather than sitting inside and playing video games. Nonetheless, new weapons always interest me, so obviously I'll be covering them. It's just a matter of time, really. And that covers it for my Black Ops 4 plan. Next, let's talk about a possibility of me covering expanded Modern Warfare Remastered weapons. If you recently played Remastered, you've noticed that there are plenty of new weapons so you can actually craft with your crafting parts, from supply drops and etc. This system is similar to World War II. And if I want to cover them, it's not going to be in the order of appearance really, because I don't have all of the new weapons. I have few of them, and I'll cover them based on my interests. such as the 3-round burst submachine gun, which could likely be the first Modern Warfare Remastered weapon guide series. I'm not going to cover any of the classics because if you played this game before, then you know how those weapons behave. They never change any stats or fire rate or damage or anything like that at all, except for the graphic in that game is gorgeously beautiful. So if you have PlayStation Plus or whatever it is, you can actually download the remastered for free just for this month though, March. So if you haven't done that, I suggest you do so. Now for multiplayer, obviously there are more extra contents added to the game, and this is quite shocking and surprising at the same time, because when you look at Black Ops 4's extra content, Remastered has more content than Black Ops 4, and Black Ops 4 is a main installment while the Remastered is just a remastered, and I just simply don't get it. So hopefully we get more content for Black Ops 4 within future operations. So for me covering the expanded weapon for the remastered, it's possible, but your input is appreciated, so if you have any sort of suggestions, leave them in the comment section down below. Now, the Black Ops 4 guide has a higher priority, so those who come in periodically and not quite as frequent as Black Ops 4 videos. And I think that's pretty much it for what I want to talk about for this commentary. I could actually take some of your questions for next commentary, which I don't know when I'll be doing them because I seriously want to focus more on getting those Black Ops 4 weapon guide out. Obviously I don't want to rush them, otherwise I will compromise the quality of it if I rush any of the videos. Before I conclude this commentary, I want to thank those of you who supported me, those who subscribed to me, those who like and comment on my videos regularly, or those of you who just watch my video and that's it. Once again, I thank you for your support. The next video is the VKM 750 Operator mod coming out this week, and a Spitfire weapon guide coming out towards the end of this week. This is Asian with Jeep. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
AO pacified. Government forces take the win.
Bitch.